All right. So today we're going to do things differently. Today I wanted to just kind of talk about my experience with my first ever music video. First of all, I want to say shout out to Paco, or at that moment it was called the West Paco Dina. Appreciate you for giving me an opportunity to shoot your music video, because at that moment I've never shot any video besides a wedding and a quinceañera. So shout out to Paco, because he started my whole journey and gave me the trust. So really appreciate that, bro, honestly. But yeah, so let's talk about the first one ever. So the first music video, this was probably like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Time flies when you're in this filmmaking freelance world. But it was around that time when I shot my very first music video. And I remember he came up to me, I think it was like a $200 video, maybe a $300. I don't remember, it wasn't more than that, but $200 to $300 was for the music video. I was actually like really excited, because at that time I was probably making like $350 for the week on my actual job. So just seeing me make that money and having someone believe in me, because, you know, 200, 300 is not something someone just makes, you know, that moment. It's, you know, it's a whole week's worth of work. So I really was trying to give this guy the best video. So we started shooting the video, and I remember when he gave me like I was kind of coming up with ideas. I saw a video by NF. I forgot what the video was called, and I didn't know anything about color grading. I didn't know about anything really. I was just like, dude, I want those colors. I want that look. Of course, you know, we shoot the video and the look was terrible. It was straight up like JPEG, you know, or standard picture profile from the Canon 5D Mark III. It looked like ass, let's be honest, right? Like what I do today, and if I would have the same principles I do today in that video, it would have been looking like the way it was supposed to look. But yeah, so right away I was introduced into the video world and understanding that, yo, I got a lot of work to do. Like, you know, it was terrible. The color grading, the treatment, everything came out terrible. But one thing that I did do leading up to that music video was I did invest. I remember, I think I had like 2 weeks to get a head start and figure out how we're gonna shoot it and stuff. So I bought a shoulder rig. You know, a lot of us filmmakers, we bought a lot of shoulder rigs in the past. We never used it, but we bought it just because we thought it was like something you needed. I only used it for that video. I never used it after that, and I sold it. But I bought that. I bought like audio. I bought like another lens. I was just buying things to prepare for this music video. So I shoot the video, and it came out very, very terrible. Like it was ass. I mean, there was no way to put it, you know. And I remember when I shot it and I took it to my laptop, or I think maybe it was a computer, for some reason I couldn't play the video files, not knowing I had a super slow computer that couldn't even really play the files, let alone download the program Premiere Pro to edit the footage. So right off the bat, I had to lose an extra $2,000. So from making $200, I go down negative $1,800, because I needed a laptop to be able to handle his footage. Sure enough, I spent $2,000, and I didn't know anything about laptops, computers. So it's like, welcome to the video world, Mario. And I ended up getting the laptop that doesn't work for video. It was like 8 gigs of RAM. And the 5D Mark III, I think it just had big file size, but at the same time, I should have got something faster. I wasn't aware of anything at the time. So the laptop I got was only good for photos. For video, it was ass. So there I go, making a mistake. And now I'm negative $1,800. I'm like, dude, I cannot edit this video. So I reached out to one of my homies that was actually editing at that time. He was working with Walking of the Dead. I thought he was dope. You know, he's like in that field making those type of movies. I didn't know what role. I didn't know what anything was. I was just thinking he was like a director or something. So I was like, hey, man, can I like, you know, pay you for this edit? I don't really have much. Like, can I just give you like 125, 150? Technically, I wasn't going to make nothing. Can you edit it? This is the kind of color I want. And I gave him the NF video, and he's like, sure, I'll do it. So I told Paco, I was like, hey man, just give me like a little bit. The computer, I couldn't do it, so I had to find someone to do it. We both knew him, so I kind of like linked them together. I'm like, hey, this is the guy's gonna be doing your video, your music video edit. I remember my homie sent it back to me, and when I saw that video, I was like, dude, why are the colors not looking the way they're supposed to be looking? And to my mistake, of course, I shot it in basically standard picture profile. There was no way of getting that color. You know, you needed a lot of things to get that color. And now that I understand, I'm kind of bummed that the homie that I hired at that time didn't tell me like, yo, Mario, this color grading is not going to be possible. Like, you shot it wrong. Everything's terrible. There was no critique. It was just like, yeah, I'll do it, and delivered it. And I received the edit. First of all, I didn't like the edit. And then secondly, I didn't like the colors. I was like, dude, what is this? I wasn't going to question too much. I was like, man, the video got done. At least I was able to provide Paco with a video. And of course, when I delivered it, I was just hurt. Not the fact that I lost all this money, but the fact that, you know, I didn't deliver something that should have been delivered, even though it was $200 or $300. To a lot of you people might be excited, like, you know what, I give them a video and it was hard work. It doesn't matter to me. If anyone's putting $1 in my pocket, I want the best work for that person. It doesn't matter if it's $1. It doesn't matter if it's $10,000. They're going to get the same amount of effort from me, because I understand what it comes, you know, from a job that's only paying $300 a week. And the fact they give me $200, that's almost your whole week's worth of work. So for me, I just really appreciate it, and I'm going to go all out. And I just didn't like that. I was like, dude, I kind of, the way I felt is like I scammed my homie for $200. And that hurt me, you know, but thankfully Paco was well understanding. He took it as is. He was like, nah, bro, it's all good. He liked it. But me personally, I was like, dude, I cannot let this happen ever again. So the next time he hits me up, he's like, yo, Mario, let's do another music video. And I think this was like, honestly, maybe a month after or something like that. He wanted to keep this going every month. He was like, bro, I already want to shoot videos. And I'm like, sure, I'll do it. And this is when I took it upon myself. Like, I will never screw anybody else again. So this first music video made me who I am today. My mindset, I didn't know I had this mindset, but I just know, again, I really respect when people put $1 in my pocket. So the second video, I remember I was like, dude, I cannot let this happen again. What do I have to do to make this video way better? I got to give him his money's worth. So second video came. So the first video, I basically lost like $2,000, right? I was on the negative side. And well, not to mention all the little things I bought to film that video. So maybe I was like negative $2,500, right? But it's an investment I was trying to do to get to this field, not knowing I was going to end up shooting music videos later on. So second video came, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to screw this guy ever again, or anyone that comes my way. I need to do a better job. So I bought a GH5, and I think that was like $2,000. So now we're negative $4,500 or so from the first video to the second video. And then I bought a Metabone speed booster, I believe it's called, and that was an extra like $500, $700, $800. I forgot exactly what it was. Had to buy more lenses for the GH5. So just off the bat, you know, I'm looking at like $6,500 in debt. I had to buy SD cards. I had to buy the Vlog. Oh, and not to mention, I bought the Ronin M. So that was an extra, I think, $1,000 or $1,500 at the time. So, you know, we're good at $9,000. We're reaching a $10,000 debt that, you know, all to try to satisfy this $300 client. But again, I really respect anyone that puts $1 in my pocket. So, Pac, if you're watching this, bro, like, honestly, thank you. And I did a lot, but you helped me, you know, see something, right, in myself. And it's crazy how I ended up, you know, doing all these things, like not caring, just caring about you, bro, caring about the next person that walks into my lab. And then, you know, I have to deliver a video, whether it was a quinceañera, a wedding, a music video. I just had to up my game in the video world. So, bought all the equipment, we're shooting the video, and I shoot it in Vlog. Video came out all right, not great. Of course, first day I was like, dude, you know, we got to do a second day, you know, like I was kind of feeling it, kind of not. So we shoot a second day, and I'm not sure the second or the third video. I'm getting confused with the next two. One was like that Zelda type of anthem, and the other one, I forgot what it was, but it was with Nacho. But to my surprise, it actually came out a lot better, way freaking better than the first one. I'm talking about it's still terrible, but it's way better than the first one. And it wasn't the gear really that made me that much better. It was really my drive that like pushed me to want to get this video done. Like, it needed to be done right. It was like, how do I learn? I'm watching YouTube videos from YC Imaging, Peter McKinnon giving some tutorials, Matty Hopoyo on the color grading tutorials. I am searching the freaking web. Like, I need to get this video done right. It needs to be having this color. Like, how do people get this image? And I'm just learning on the fly, understanding what 4K 60 was, 60 frames per second, right, which is slow-mo. variable frame rate on the GH5, doing so much homework leading to the second video that it was a big difference. Still terrible, but if you compare that to the very first video, you will see a drastic difference. If you guys ever get a video, it doesn't matter if it's $100 or $300 and you guys are just starting with this whole music video, go all out. Do not try to say, oh, you know, it's $300, cool, you know, fuck it, I don't care, I'll learn from the next one. No, every video you do, try to give it your best, because if not, why do it? It's a waste of time. If you're trying to do a video just for the money and you don't care, you're never gonna perfect this craft. First of all, this craft will never be perfected, but you're never gonna get one step closer to that. You're always gonna be just doing it. I don't care. It's not the money's not there. The money's not there. Why not go all in on these projects that are not paying anything in order for you to learn and perfect yourself and become better? So when the opportunity comes, that there comes a $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 client comes your way, you're gonna knock those out way out the ballpark, because you went all out on these small little $200, $300 budgets. You're able to, I mean, these $20,000 gonna be so much easier because there's a budget to hire. It's just way easier. You're not gonna ruin that opportunity. This will teach you value, principles, so many things on the $200 scale, that if you're willing to go all out for this one, you're gonna go 20 times, 100 times higher for these higher clients. And that's what happened. I ended up getting multiple music videos after Paco, but it started with Paco, and it's something that I will never take for granted. I appreciate that moment. Those videos, they made me who I've become. They took me to places I never thought I'd be at. I'm able to buy a house. I'm able to have a Corvette, something like, who would think you can afford these things with filmmaking? And it all started with those videos. It started by me going all in on my videos from the get-go. It didn't matter the budget. Till today, it still doesn't matter. If I'm gonna take the project, I'm gonna go 110% despite it. If I'm taking it, that means I'm doing it 100%, because I don't want my name on something that I don't stand behind. So every video has to go all in. Like, I have to. There is no ifs, there's no buts. So every creator out there, understand, we all start somewhere. Those are the videos that I showed you guys. That's how I started. Terrible, I get it, but we all start somewhere, right? And now let me show you guys the video of where I'm at today, and it's way further. It's on a whole another ball game, whole another level, and it's because from those two videos that started it all. We all start somewhere. You know, we all have a story. We all have investments that we do that people don't see. Mine was getting myself into, like, basically what, $12,000, $13,000 in debt to satisfy a $300 client from the get-go. And that's the mindset you guys have to have. Yeah, just want to share this with you guys. I thought it would be very, it's close to me. It's a story that I wanted to share. It's something that people should hear. People see my houses, my cars, my film studios, like, oh, Mario's doing all this and it's cool. But no one really knows the hard work that I put into every video, into every work that I've done, into my studios, into anything that I do. I have the same approach, just like it was in the music video with Paco. For $200, I spent $20,000, right? I even made a video, I think not long ago, on my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure I posted it, where I spent like $8,000 to $10,000 on a music video for Paco to try to pitch it out to higher clients after shooting for like a year or so. I wanted to invest into him to try to get him bigger clients. So you got to invest in yourself. Nothing comes just like this because you're able to, get clients. You got to invest into every video that you're doing. Sometimes it's your time. It doesn't always have to be your money. Sometimes it's learning or putting time on the treatment. So we're here today. We're still improving, and hopefully you guys like this chill type of video. No lights, no anything, just straight raw. Anyways, love you guys. Peace out.